In this movie, we involved more than 14 VFX companies. So VFX played a major role in this movie.
We just hope that the audience loves it. And also, I want to add this point that it is a family film, and there are very few films that we get to watch with our families. This is that film that you can go enjoy with your friends, with your family, or even alone.
So out of the 30, 40 films, I guess there's a lot of different genres. I've done thriller and horror, comedy, action. So I felt Vijay sir completely put everything together, and some 4 to 5 genres were in this film.
Tamil cinema is like the
The
birthplace
father
of
of
Indian
horror.
horror.
Not only Indian horror, also some masala films.
I would go see this movie called Bawarchi like a million times. Rajesh Khanna movie. Rishikesh Mukherjee was he's my favorite director.
For this Agatya, I already mentioned the core story is a rooted culture, what we missed today, present life. So that is the core story of the Agatya.
So it was really fun shooting with Raashii and shooting with the whole crew. And the first time when the director came and told me the script, I was really excited. The moment I already done a very similar genre, but not as big as this. But I've already been in a horror comedy genre. So I said I've already done this. So why can't and I'm kind of little. I was kind of avoiding. So the moment he said no, you just my one of the common friend who told us, please just listen to the script once. So the moment I heard the script, it had so much of life to it. And for example, I've done a lot of films, some 30, 40 films I've done. So out of the 30, 40 films, I guess there's a lot of different genres. I've done thriller and horror, comedy, action. So I felt Vijay sir completely put everything together, and some 4 to 5 genres were in this film. So I thought, uh, I'm sure this whole film, the whole package would really work in theaters, and then I agreed, and then rest is history.
I absolutely hated working with Jiiva because he's such a chill guy and he's so much fun, and I had so much fun on set that I was like, I will never find it on any other set, and I didn't. So I hated working with you. But on a very serious note, I think as Jiva said, it's very difficult to balance all these genres that we have in this one film. And I think that's why we had very strong technicians, our DOP, our director Pavijay, so and we had
Art
the backing.
director.
Art director.
Our director.
Art director,
Art
Pavijay.
director. I thought it's art director.
Also art director actually, because he's also done art direction for our film. But so many talented individuals working on it, and we also had Ganesh sir's support for the film, who's the producer of our film, who's really backed the film and believed in our film. On set, it felt easy because they were masters in their craft, and we just had to go act and come back. But I understand how much it takes to bring all these genres together in one film. And I am quite confident of our product, and I just hope that people also see what we have made and with the confidence that we've made it. And I think it's the first time in Indian cinema that we are seeing fantasy also being added to horror. We see this in Hollywood films, you've seen it in Doctor Strange, you've seen it in so many Hollywood films. But I don't think I've seen it in Indian cinema, and I think our film has that fantasy element. We've also had some really good experts working on the VFX of our film, who worked for a year for just the climax of our film. So I think that says a lot about the technicians who brought a great product for you. I think as actors, हमारा काम तो बहुत ही कम था compared to everyone else who's worked really hard on this film. And we just hope that the audience loves it. And also, I want to add this point that it is a family film, and there are very few films that we get to watch with our families. This is that film that you can go enjoy with your friends, with your family, or even alone. So go catch it in theaters.
Yeah, it's Agatya. It's a complete family entertainment movie, apt for all age group audience. Mainly, we concentrated for the kids, as per Jiva's statement. Um, Throughout the movie, the horror is there, the comedy is there, some sentiment blocks are there, and also fantasy. So all the combo, we get a nice script, and we narrate it in the screen, in the big screen. For audience, we are hope 100% it will be a new experience for the film lovers. And we got a very big, huge production house, Wales Film International Limited, the producer Dr. Aishari K. Ganesh sir, and also for the North support, VAM India producer, Mr. Anish Arjun Dev. They given a very big space to make the movie very big. Also with good technicians like DOP by Deepak Kumar and music by the young maestro Ivan Shankar Raja and San Lokesh editor, and with Ganesh stunt master. And also in this movie we involved more than 14 VFX companies. So VFX played a major role in this movie, and also the star cast, the pan India heroine Raashii Khanna and Arjun sir, Yogi Babu, so lots of Edward. So all of our support and effort, now we are in this stage waiting for the release on February 28th all over the world in 3 languages.
This was mostly just good fun. I like Rashi says, you could just come and do our job and go home as actors. Because like, even if you're on the top of the movie poster, what I've realized in my like 20 years of working in Indian cinema, and this film more than any maybe, is that just the actor is only one small part of the puzzle. And this film, the technicians and our director and our producer and the DOP, Deepak, I mean, everybody has such an important role in creating this vibe that is Agatia. It's a film that anyone can come into the theater, just sit back, relax, and let it wash over you, because it's got everything that the whole family can enjoy, like we've been saying. And that is such a rare opportunity, you know, especially where I'm from. You don't see all these elements in one big thali, that you can just choose, you know, and enjoy all these different elements in one film. The horror is there, and yet there's comedy right after a horror scene. Then there's, you know, amazing putting forth Indian culture and traditions. And of course the music's really cool. So I feel great being a part of this, and it's been good fun. These guys are great to work with. I wish I had more scenes with these guys. My scenes were mostly in the past sequences. These guys are mostly in the present day. You just got to watch the film to see what I mean. It goes back and forth in time. It goes back and forth in moods and vibes and everything. Just come and see it. It won't disappoint.
Yeah, in paper, it's easy to write a period story. Present also, it's easy to make in a big screen. A lot of movies coming, but the period portion, if you write what you write in the paper, that thing you have to present in the screen means it's a very big challenge, because it needs a very big set, and costumes and the color palette, everything we have to detail the work, then only it will be believable. So we choose the French territory. So it's a French. A lot of movies came like British, but French, I think so it's new. So for that thing, the more researchers and what their color tone, what their exact costumes, and how their infrastructure, living style, everything we researched, and then we done the project. So the period portion only, it's very big challenge to make that.
I did not experience any paranormal activities on set. Did you?
Yeah, you were there, no?
No, but honestly, it's while we are shooting that we anyway feel the energy, but it's not like
No,
ऐसा
we're not.
कुछ-
We are very like, truth tellers, truth seekers. So we didn't actually. You know,
Sorry, we have no fun stories. Right?
In fact, yeah, I mean, this is like therapy for me, because I usually can't bring myself to watch horror movies, and but being in one, I think, kind of cured me of that, because you know it takes away all the scariness when you're actually part of it. It's fun being behind the scenes, even when things get spooky.
Yes, I believe in God and I believe in ghosts.
yes, for sure.
Have yet to see one, so don't know.
But yeah, yet to see one, like God or
Ghost.
Ghost?
I know I'm never gonna see God, but I mean, a ghost I might. God is God. God
Ghosts
is
are more accessible than
Yeah.
bodies.
Yes, God is
To
there.
see only.
Ghosts, you just don't know when, what, where. They're very fickle.
That's true. I think especially in Tamil cinema,
It all
they
started
love
from
it.
Tamil
Yeah,
cinema.
it all
started
started
from this film Kanchana,
Kanchana.
Muni,
Chandramukhi.
Chandramukhi, Aranmane.
Lot of
Really, so
Lot
like
of
Tamil cinema is like the
The
birthplace
father
of Indian
horror.
horror.
not only Indian horror, also some masala films.
Obviously, that. I mean,
So yeah, I mean,
It all
so
started there and then sort of grew.
started there, and I thought, and the actors really thought, after a point of time this genre is going to go off. So, but it kept growing and it kept evolving and it kept evolving in a way where we had when we
Horror
could
comedies.
where we could include comedy, action. Now the director has included
Fantasy.
fantasy also in it. So he has a lot of stories which is based on fantasy. So it is so nice to for a director to perceive this kind of scripts. So for our actors, it gets more challenging, and though it's going to be too physical, but it's going to be more challenging. And the moment we enter the sets, so it is fun. It is nice to enter inside a big set and where you have some big monuments and big setups.
Skeletons.
Sorry,
Skeletons.
skeletons and different props. So it shows a lot of vision to it, and we really love to enter this kind of. So we feel there's something interesting than doing a rom com. It's like if it's going to be a rom com, it's just the other opposite actor. So we just tend to finish our scene. But when it comes to these kind of animation, fantasy, there is so much more. There is so much of coordination, and there's action, and there's a lot of team effort.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dust. There's a lot of wind and propellers, and so it gets really interesting, and we get to hang like ghosts. So we get to fly on sets, and there's a lot of technology, animation, and we actors had the opportunity to scan ourselves, and so that the technical team could work beyond more imagination for the audience to experience it in the theaters. No, I don't think we this we don't agree with it. So there's more creativity involved because to show a
You
ghost,
have to be different
yeah,
from the previous
to show a
films.
ghost or to a grandeur set and all the stuff, it needs a lot of creativity involved, and also you get to do some different sequences. You get to do some. So in real life, I don't think we get to um, go on multi-dimensional part, and we don't get to.
When you were watching saying that genres, एक genre चलता है तो सब वही genre बनाते हैं.
No, the other genres also
The
coming,
other
right?
genres
So
also
if there is other genres also, it's not that it's only coming on theaters. There is also TV series, and so we have different mediums
Maybe
right
some
now.
producers feel it's safe and it's fine because it's their money at the end of the day. They are putting in the money. So if they think that we need to make the same genre because it's getting money for us, I don't think there's anything right or wrong there. It's a very subjective decision.
Even if you see Spider-Man, it is already taken 3 times already.
Yeah.
So we could not say, right? Different versions, different actors, but the same story. I guess it's about
It's just
new.
about
We
creating a
cater
good
to
film.
new audiences. So probably we now this. I think last film, um, like from Stree and all that stuff. So I guess uh, not more of South Indians have watched it. But so the moment India is a big place where there's ample amount of audience and where you have different
You
stories.
have appetite for different kinds of
So
stories.
yeah, so
I don't think the genre is the problem. The problem is when you just take one story and try to create the same story in the same genre. Then it will not work. But let's say horror as a genre, you have horror comedies today. Now we are coming with horror fantasy. There's no link to it. Like there is just the genre that's the same, but the stories are different. So even if that's making money, great. I mean, people are wanting something new, they're getting something new in the same genre. So I don't think there's anything right or wrong. I think it comes down to business also for producers, and they will want to invest wherever that they are making money. And as actors, we can always choose that, you know, we want to be a part of this genre or that genre, or we want to keep doing certain films in one genre or not. I think it's a very subjective decision and a very subjective viewpoint.
The main thing is the script anyway decides whether it's going to be successful or not. You know, if there's no story, doesn't matter what the genre is, it's not going to do well. No matter what the genre is, if the story connects with the audience, it's going to do well. So there will be trends of one kind of film or genre or another. Those will continue to come and go, but script is always going to be what makes or breaks a film success.
For this Agatya, I already mentioned the core story is a rooted culture, what we missed today, present life. So that is the core story of the Agatya. So if we take a movie like this, means it will become a complete documentary. So we need to add interesting points and add some commercial layers. So the horror is more support for the movie. Not only this is a horror movie, this is not a complete horror. So only we added thriller, and more than thriller, fantasy is the complete layer of the movie. So the kids can come, they will enjoy the fantasy horror. So comedy will help to help the audience to laugh and enjoy the movie in big screen. So visual, period, sentiment, all the combo, but the inside the core is don't miss the root of our culture. That is the line. So particularly for this movie, horror is support only, in my view.
I would go see this movie called Bawarchi like a million times. The Rajesh Khanna movie. Rishikesh Mukherjee was he's my favorite director. That movie in particular. It's about a cook who just transforms a family's life. So as I was a cook for many years, so that's my spirit movie.
I think also Golmaal, the original Golmaal.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a very nice one. Love to watch it again later.
So my choice is Sholay.
Ah,
So it's evergreen, great movie.
I mean, my film Titanic.
that's not fair for me. That's not fair.
I mean, one similarity that I have with my character is that she's very honest. That's one thing that I see in my character that I am.
Which film is
Art. My character is an architect in the film, and I know nothing about architecture. So I think I'd love to learn that more from my character.
So with Agatya, what I share is like, I guess, a very good son, my mother.
That's good.
Yeah.
Super.
One thing you'd learn from Agatya that you don't have.
To be honest, to be to have perseverance.
So you're dishonest in life.
I mean, I'm
You
dishonest.
know
We obviously, being an actor, obviously you're
That's
dishonest.
a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, I can think of something. My character Edwin plays piano, and I took piano lessons as a kid for a long time, and I still kind of can play. And in fact, the song that he plays in the film is a Beethoven piece, Fürlies, and that was one of the songs I used to play a lot when I was a kid. So I do share something with my character after.
For me, there are 3 projects I can't talk about. 2 I have finished, and 1 is in the making. The project I can talk about is a Telugu film called Telusu Kada, which is almost reaching completion. There's also a film with Vikrant Massey, which is called Talako Mein Ek, which is going to hit theaters this year sometime.
Okay, where do I see myself next? Now I see myself next in the airport, so go to Chennai. And yeah, right now Agatya is one which we're working on, and I guess there's another upcoming film of mine which is a comedy genre, and also just signing up some action films. So just waiting for 28. So whether if the collection does really well, so we would probably
For
direct a
Hindi.
big budget film,
Direct
which is pan India.
Panody.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about him or not, but I will. No, there's an amazing series coming out on Jio. I don't know when. called Union or Union of India, where KK Menon is playing VP Menon. I play Mountbatten.
Wow.
It's an amazing series, and VP Menon is a figure in Indian history whose story I think really needs to be told. So I'm really glad to be a part of that. There's a Yashraj series, Mandala Murders, which is why I have this beard here for now for a little while longer. Can't wait to shave it off. And there's a Telugu film, Champion, which is Swapna Films is next, as well as a Punjabi film with Tarsam Jassa.
Till now, I'm in Agatya only. After this,
After 28th,
yeah, after 28th,
decide whether to do Agatya Part 2 or
yeah, right. That's my idea. So let's see, with God's grace, we'll move.